Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You call him a nigger, the child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the nigger word?
None of your fucking business.
It is my business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you say.
Shiloh Hendricks, the white woman who appeared to hurl a racist slur at a black child in a now viral video, has raised over $600,000 in donations for herself on a fundraising page. Hendricks appeared to call a 5-year-old child the N-word at a park in Minnesota, and she now claims her family has been attacked and they may need to relocate. The fundraising page, which was initially flooded with donations from people expressing racist beliefs and sympathies, has raised over $600,000, surpassing its $50,000 goal.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger? The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're going to call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you. You call him a...
All right. What's your thoughts? I got a second video to play. Pierce Morgan has some words to say on it.
Oh, he reacted to this too?
He reacted to it, and yeah. So
oh,
I'll play
damn.
it,
so this got bigger than I thought, because I haven't heard about this.
This shit is huge. This shit is huge.
heard about this. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my initial thought, well, first and foremost, I'm going to say all white people are not like this. I don't know how this lady identifies, but she looks like a white woman. So I'm just going to say, generally speaking, all white people are not like this, right? So we're talking about
white.
This specific shorty. She's definitely, all right, well, she's white, but we're talking about this woman, this white woman. But I mean, what does it say, bro? We know that there are people out there who generally feel this way, right? We know that there are people who are just racist or bigoted. You know, they could be any color, right? But in this particular, it's a white woman towards, you know, a little black boy. And I don't know, bro. It's just like, even the fact that so we're going to keep race into it, right? Because clearly it is a racial slur. But even if it wasn't race related, if it's a 5-year-old, what is going on in your life? How are you so miserable that you're just hurling out vulgar words at a child? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, I feel like you have lost control of the situation and you look stupid. Like, so I think that outside of her being racist, he's also just a miserable human being, bro. Like, I don't know. I just, of course it upsets me, but like, we've been dealing with people like that for so long, or this thing for so long, that it's at that, I really mean it when I say sticks and stones may hurt my bones. It's like, you can say whatever you want, just don't touch me or my family. You know what I mean? Like, don't touch me. Don't touch my property. Say what you want. And it is what it is, right? But like, it's dumb, bro. And then then they gave her $500K. Listen,
$600K.
I hate the fact I hate that the racists are coming together to support each other. But listen, if they have the freedom to do that, like, you could be mad at the fact that they did that. I'm mad that people did that. But listen, if the racists want to band together and take care of their own, they have every right and freedom to do that. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say on that, right? So how do you feel about this situation or this video?
Yo, this shit reminds me of high school, right? So like, I remember a situation where, like, I had a little white girlfriend back in high school, and like, she invited me over her house, and her family was cool, right? And you know, we hanging out, we in their basement playing pool, whatever, right? Not doing nothing crazy. I'm being respectful because this was my girlfriend, right, at the time. I think I'm in 9th grade and shit. And like, you know, I'm leaving, whatever. I'm going back home. She was in Fox Chase. If you know anybody know about Philly, the Fox Chase area back then, anyway, it was a predominantly white area. Right now, I don't know what it is now. Yeah. But I'm about to get on the train, but not the train. I'm about to get on a bus back home, whatever. So me and her, she waiting for me at the bus stop. And me and her, like, we like hugging each other, kissing on each other. The bus probably maybe 4 blocks away. I see it. I'm like, all right, baby, I see you tomorrow at school. Or not, I think it was Friday. So I'm like, I see you Monday. You know, like, whatever. Like, thanks for inviting me. You know what I mean? Like, doing all the pleasantries and shit. And so while we kissing, a truck of dudes drive by and they yell, "Nigger!" And I'm like, me and her just stopped kissing to me, and then she just looked. Her face got real red, and just like, it was just like, she was like embarrassed. Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, I ain't had nothing to say, right? So I mean, I'm sitting there quiet, like, I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, all right, I see you. Bus came. I get on the joint. I come back. We come back to school together the next day. We didn't talk all weekend, right? We used to talk on the phone all. You know how kids talking on the phone all weekend or whatever. We ain't do none of that shit. We come back to school Monday, and we kind of she just like kind of like avoided me. And I think she was just like so like listen, and I kind of wanted to avoid her too. I guess she didn't really know how to address the situation or whatever.
But it wasn't her fault.
It wasn't, but I think she was like, I don't know, like I'm assuming she was like, she was embarrassed because she's like, my people said this to you, and it's like, these are one of my people. You know, I don't know. I'm making shit up.
She just didn't know how to process and deal with the situation.
Yeah. So, but it's crazy to me because it pisses me off that it's like, first of all, well, I take it in two different angles, right? One, if you're racist and you don't like black people or anyone else, I do respect the fact that you're upfront with it rather than like hiding it and just being, you know, but you are a scumbag still though. Like you're to dislike someone just based off that and you don't know anything about it, particularly a kid, right? Kids do crazy shit,
bro.
Like you have other issues that like you mentioned, like you're just a miserable person.
Yeah, absolutely, just miserable. Yeah. So I'm curious about what Piers Morgan what he said about this. Like,
so basically, I'm gonna share it now. I'm gonna share it now. But basically, this one chick, I don't even know this chick's name. I don't even know what she.
The white
chick, or whatever.
Right?
Not the white chick. There was somebody who's supporting her, right? So Piers Morgan had her in the show.
Oh,
and he was basically like getting in her ass about her support for the white chick. So I'm gonna show it now.
Okay.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in the country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
Mm-hmm. I do quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Well, if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Right. You use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
Damn.
So you're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist. And you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
All right, so that was Piers Morgan getting in the old girl ass. Which listen, I don't know how you feel about Piers Morgan. I feel like you don't like him. Maybe I don't know. I can't. I'm not even going to speak on it. But there's a lot of people who don't like Piers Morgan because he's pretty. I don't know. He's black and white. Like a lot of people like Piers Morgan is like it's either this or that. I'm not here about the gray shit. So Piers Morgan, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So what's your thoughts on what he said? Right. First of all, what's your thoughts on Piers Morgan in general, and what's your thoughts on what he had to say about this situation?
Yeah, so I'll give him a shout out. In this moment, I'm with him. I support him. I think that you should never, you can hate the messenger, but like if he's spitting facts, that it is what it is, right? Like I can disagree with a lot of his views, but in this moment, he is correct, right? I thought he was horrible in the situation with Gaza and Israel. He was horrible, like on a lot of different issues. I don't agree. He was against Trump. Now he's completely up Trump's ass. So like he flip flops. I think he's a grifter. But no one's perfect, and he has his moments. Now in this moment, I say I applaud you, Piers, like for speaking out and telling that lady exactly how it was. And I agree with the sentiment, and I feel the same way. And respect the shorty for just being honest. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, just for keeping it real, man. Like, I hate niggers. You know what I mean? Like, and it is what it is. I use the word every day with the hard R. You know what I mean? Like the hard ER, and it is what it is. And I'm like, well, damn. All right, shorty. Like, we might be able to go get a beer or something after that. Like, you right? As long as you told me up front, now we can. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Hey, Joe. She said, "Yeah, I say it in front of black people if it's the right context." What context?
Yeah, whenever it's appropriate. Like, when is it appropriate? Good morning, nigga. Like, what? Like, when is it appropriate? Like, and I don't want to keep saying it because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. Yeah, yo, it's I can't be mad at her, bro, because she's just honest. Like, of course, she is a despicable human being, but she's like honest about it. I respect that. I really do.
Yo, old girl, the one before, she said, well, he said, you gonna call this kid a race and the N-word? She's like, well, if you acting like an N-word. I'm like, bro, like, yeah. Like, listen, I go to the jumpy place with my kids all the time. It's some rambunctious, rowdy, disrespectful ass white kids all the effing time. Yeah. So it's like, so now what we gonna call them? But you like, if this chick's here, they just boys will be boys. But if you black, you be in the N.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So we gotta remember, family and Ty, like we know this. Like, there are people like this who exist. We know that they are. We know that they are out there. You know, the internet and social media has made it harder for them to come out because now you can say something and you can lose your job, you can lose your career, you can get fired. You know what I mean? You can get canceled. All that is real now, right? You and it's funny because she's arguing for the freedom of speech, and it's like, okay, but you can say, you already have that. You can say whatever you want to say. Just be ready to deal with the consequences of your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if a white person want to go up there and be like, these nigger, you can do it. You can do it.
Hey, Joe, let me ask you, have you ever experienced this before? Because I've seen this. Have you experienced this? Like, say a white person is being racist, right? Like, saying the N-word, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And they just don't like black people or anyone else, Jews, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you call them racist, they like lament the title of being racist. Like, they don't want to be known as being like, even though they have those beliefs and move in that way, they don't want to be like, yo, you don't label me as racist. Like, that's effed up on my part. Like, don't do that to me. Like, that's like a scarlet letter.
Yeah.
But you exhibit those characteristics. So why are you being upset?
Yeah, they just don't understand it, bro. That's like the older ones who used to tell black folk, like, oh, you're one of the good ones. Like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, they try to say it as a compliment, but you're just like, wait, what? Like, so what are the other ones then? You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of the good ones, right?
Right.
Thanks. You know what I'm saying? They say stuff like that, and you're just like, you too old. Like, you know what I mean? They still call Asian people Orientals. Like, it's dumb type of people, bro. Like, I'm like, bruh, really?
Yo.
No, but listen, Shorty, it's funny because the chick, you know, she looks like she's gonna be on an episode of Black, just getting piped down by a bunch of mandingos. Like, she just like, you know what I mean? Like, she fronting, but you know, deep down, I can already see it, bro. Like,
she want that BBC. She want that BBC.
I can see her on an episode of Black. Easy.
That's gonna be like a deep dark secret. She ain't gonna tell nobody. She ain't gonna tell nobody.
Every time I see the type like this, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah.
But listen, but shout out to people who are overtly racist, right? Because I have more respect for you. I really, really do. Those who like don't want to say it, but they give you like weird energy, or they just won't talk to you, or ignore you, or passive aggressive, like you. But people who are full of blown out racist, you got my respect. Just come out with it. Just don't lie. This was interesting, bro. I hope she do something smart with that bread. She got $600K, so she can start her whole life, relocate.
What you need to relocate for? She was clearly pretty bash about like her opinions. What you fucking relocating for? What you leaving for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Stand on business.
She said people were threatening her, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but listen, she can do whatever the hell she want now because they gave her $600K, right? So, and listen, they have the freedom to do that, just like they have the freedom of speech to say the N-word or whatever hatred they want to say. They have the freedom to spend and donate their money wherever they want, right? That's the thing. We have the freedom to do these things. We just got to deal with the consequences if there are any. That's all. So it's fair game, bro. It upsets me, you know, but I think that the original chick is a miserable human being, and this woman is an overt racist, and she ain't hiding it, bro. Like I said, I respect it. I do.
Yeah, well, listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.